Hello everyone, and welcome to part 3 of our introduction to LagunaWorld. In this video I'll give you a quick tour of the world. So to start, let's move over to the left here. There's actually a map that we can look at. I turn on my little laser pointer here. So if you notice, we always drop in here when we first log into the world, and from there the way the world was designed is it's pretty much the different areas are accessible in a 360-degree radius. So for instance, the offices, which are here, are right in front of us, and then from there you can keep turning and then you see the Laguna Cafe. All the different areas are labeled. So for instance, here's the cafe, the training area. If you keep turning to your right, there's a Laguna Theater. And a little in the distance there are the stores, which have information on the different Laguna products. There's a little investor kiosk over here, and then behind that there's a lookout area, and then there's also the path down to the beach. So there's a few ways you can get to these different areas. Obviously you can just walk, but if you want to get there quickly, you can just click on any one of these blue descriptors here. So for instance, let's go to the offices first. So I'm going to click on offices and then warp me directly to the corporate office. So this is pretty standard headquarters, similar to in real life. You have reception, there's a waiting area. Then you have tech support desks over here, and then you have corner offices on either side. And then if we keep walking over here towards the balcony, there's conference rooms on either side, and we'll investigate those further in the next video. So we can keep walking here. You go to the patio, and then you can actually sit down here in the couches, have meetings out here. There's a nice view of the area, and of course you can look at the sky. So let's go to a different area. So this time we're going to warp. So what I would do here is I just press escape, and then if you notice at the top there's a few buttons that you can go directly to different areas. So let's go to the observation deck. Okay, so we got dropped in the observation deck, and if you notice here there's a nice view of the world. You can sort of see everything from here. And this is also a good place if you want to meet and sort of have a more isolated area to have a conversation with other people. This isn't accessible directly by walking to it. You actually have to warp here. So again, we're just going to do a quick view. So let's go from the tower. Let's go to the training area. So again, just click escape. Then you got to access the buttons again at the top. And we'll go to the training center. Okay, so just to give you some orientation, this is over here is the middle where we log in again, so we're not far from where we started. So here in the training area, you have boards, and boards always come in pairs, and we'll talk about these more in the following video. But you always have a PowerPoint presentation board, and you have a browser. Basically, this allows you to surf the internet, and it can run anything you can run on a regular through a regular browser. So this is the central area, and then you have 4 breakout rooms, 2 on either side, where people can go, and they also have access to a browser window, and they can give presentations and stuff. If you notice here, the floor changes colors, and once you're in the floor of a different color, then it cuts off the sound. It's almost like an invisible wall. So I can't hear conversations from people that would be on that platform. So okay, let's go quickly to another area. Let's try the theater. So again, escape, click on theater button, and then just click back on the screen so you can get back in the world. So if you notice here again, the theater is just like any regular large theater where you've got presentation boards, and then people can stand all around, and then down over here on the platform is where somebody would give their presentation. Everybody in the world, if they're in this area, they're muted and they're able to listen to the presentation. You can fit over 100 people in here, probably 150 people easily. Okay, from there let's go to let's go see the stores quickly. Okay, so the idea behind the stores is it's just going to be a product area where you can go in there and readily access all the information specific to that product. There'll be videos for the product and relevant information. So, and this is for the Pro 369 products, and then over here is for the Cafe products. Again, we're just going to do a quick tour here. So from here, let's go see the Cafe. Cafe is a fun area. I like coming here when I'm waiting for somebody to show up for a meeting or whatever. I can come in and just sit down, have a coffee. And the nice thing about sitting here is I can see, this is the drop-in area when people log in, so I can see when people come in. So if you notice here, you have chairs, and there's different areas sort of broken out in the world where people can just have one-on-one or one-on-two conversations. And we just put a number of these places in the world. Okay, again, let's just switch, go final spot, it's my favorite spot, the beach. So if you notice here, we set up a few parasols and some beach chairs, and again, you can have your one-on-one or one-on-two meetings down here. So for instance here, there's 2 chairs, so I can come and I can sit down on a chair and have a view of the beach and have a conversation about Laguna Blends. So this concludes our tour of the world. I encourage you to log into the world and explore it on your own. In part 4, I'll talk a little more about what we can do in the world. See you there.